Absolutely fallen in love. I came for 3 days to see all the facilities that Joslyn's going to set up at the Gibraltar Institute of Sport, to see if we can bring people here to use the facilities, because they're fabulous. We have 1.7 million people. We don't have these facilities, and you've got 34,000. So I think they're going to increase the participation in sport, although it's already encouraged in the schools. But it's going to bring elite athletes here to use the facilities to train, and the youngsters will be able to watch them training and learn from them too.
I like Gibraltar, I like the weather, I like the people. There are fantastic facilities here, and I've had the opportunity to go around the track. I've had a look at the pool, the gym's amazing, and I honestly believe that the facilities here, although some are being used, could be put to greater use.
Getting young people involved in sport, and how basically the London 2012 Olympics also kind of ushered in a new era of getting people involved. I mean, that was almost a campaign, really, wasn't it, to get young people involved in sport. How do you feel about the mindset of young people in this day and age to get involved into sport?
Well, I have a charity at home, and we give bursaries to 120 young people every year to encourage them to take part in sport and to become elite athletes. I've heard while I've been here the last few days through the ministers that you have a great programme in the schools, and that they're very encouraging in the schools for young people to take part in sport, but they also love it. They love the activities. So I don't see any reason why we'll not see champions of the future. We've got 100 people going to the Island Games this weekend over in Guernsey. And so they're going to gain some experience from that experience and bring it back with them to entice others to take part in sport.
And Joslyn, in terms of the facilities here, and them being opened up for anyone to use, how confident are you that we will see them be used by not only local athletes but internationally as well?
I think it's down to promotion, and we need to let people know that the facilities are here. Also, for the young people, we need to make it fun. We need to make it enjoyable, and we need to make them understand that the level that they're working at is where they need to work. If we're looking at elite athletes and high-performing athletes, again, the facilities are outstanding. There's no reason why anybody in the world wouldn't want to use these facilities, and we've got the weather. So, there's all these things that can encourage them. But we have to understand that not everybody wants to do sport at a high level. Some might just want to take part and have fun, and we have to make the facilities available for all. And on top of that, if you think of the health benefits of the community using the facilities and getting the opportunity to either walk around the track, go and have a swim, it also helps with their health and their well-being.
As former athletes, I don't know how to phrase this, but is it possible to sort of quantify how you feel when you look at athletes doing what you're doing now, and how different, things are from when you competed?
Oh, well, the world has changed enormously. I mean, we did as a hobby more. I mean, I was working full time when I won my gold medal. In fact, I got home on a Friday afternoon with my medal round my neck, and on Monday I was back in work. Nowadays, £1 million on the table, and you just go and enjoy the rest of your life. But I've had the privilege of being able to put back by building a running track for the young people in Northern Ireland, because I didn't have one to train on, and also setting up this charity which helps so many young people.
I think for me, I was a little bit later than Mary, because Mary was my team manager when I was in Moscow. But one of the things that I think is different is that the social media aspect is different. People can see and learn and know a lot more about athletes, and we want to try and embrace that so that athletes can still enjoy sport and still be part of social media. But at the same time, what I've been doing for the last 20 years is put a lot back into the sport. I was the operations manager for the English Institute of Sport, so I helped a number of athletes through their sport. I also have what's called a Rainbows Club, and that's girls from 4 to 7. I do activities for them. So all these things are done on a voluntary basis, because it gives the opportunity for people to see, once you've achieved it in your sport, you can give something back and bring other people's interests. It not only helps them in their sports, but it helps them in their confidence, it helps in the way they see things, and it gives them the ability to actually share some of their things that they enjoy with other people. and you make long-standing friends.
So what would you say to anybody who might be watching this interview, who's an aspiring sort of sports person, who wants to get involved, who wants to perhaps make it to the heights that you both have, maybe one day win a BBC Sports Personality of the Year like you did, or all the medals that you've both won, and maybe sport isn't for me, I don't know. How would you entice a younger generation to get involved?
Just enjoy it. You make great friends. I've travelled the world. I've got friendships that I can never change. And I just think it's been a wonderful life.
I think for me, the opportunity and what I've learned from my sport, I learned how to negotiate. I learned how to stand up for myself. I learned how to be proud of what I've achieved because it was the standard that I set. I didn't have to win to be happy. As long as I did what I set out to do, it makes you happy. And also, the other thing is it makes you proud of what you do, the people that you make friends with, and it gives you a confidence that even when things are going not how you planned around you, you look at it, you analyse it, and you move on. You don't go backwards. And one of the greatest things for me is I'm here because of my school teachers. They helped me in my sport. And if I didn't have my sport, I wouldn't be here today in Gibraltar.